aside the resources that we have in Nigeria, I'm talking about gold, crude oil, and others, we have human resources. And there is still something else that Nigeria has, and they also export this out there. Either fake, real. Well, the General Overseer of Mercy Hour Deliverance Ministry, Ikorodu, Lagos State, Prophetess Peace Egbariba, has revealed that a serious confusion is set to take place at the National House of Assembly in this month of September 2020. The woman of God, as she calls herself, who has lately been churning out different prophecies, some claim it is accurate, some say it is not, about the occurrences happening in the country before the event happened, said this at our church. She said the happening in the country, she said this in the auditorium in our church. She's there for September 2020, and she said there is going to be some things happening in the country. In her statement, Egbariba said, "Glory be to God Almighty for another brand new month." It says September is our month of manifestation of God's goodness in our lives. But then she went on to say, "I see the Lagos State government and also Ogun State should be security conscious now. They should be on the alert." Now, that's the major that I decided to come in. They can do whatever they like at the Senate. They are all criminals anyway. We do not have any interest in them. Anyway, I don't know if you do have any interest in these people in the Senate. But what I am talking about is a security issue which you and I know is really terrible right now. There are a lot of threats. We heard from the United States of America that Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and the rest of them are trying to look for foot soldiers all over from the north to the middle belt and all of that. We also got some information from Arion Okankanfo talking about the infiltration of terrorists in Oyo State, that is the southwest of Nigeria. And of course, we know that there are foot soldiers, terrorists already littered in the forest in the southeast of Nigeria. It's just that their governors are not yet ready to protect their people. We all know that. So they've infiltrated themselves. They're only waiting probably for the right time for them to kick, for the right time for them to begin their operation, for the right time for them to now increase in their operation, in what their agenda is. And that's just what it is. So she said, she prophesied, she said she saw in a vision, and she's warning Lagos State government, also warning Ogun State. Lagos State is in the southwest of Nigeria, and also is Ogun State. Ogun State is very close. Ogun State, in fact, is the closest state to Lagos State. And she has warned about security. She said the government of these two states should be security conscious now and be alert, because I see herdsmen. Yes, we use the word herdsmen, but I would prefer to use the word terrorist, because terrorist is gotten from the word terrorism, and someone who terrorizes someone in whatever way it is, you are a terrorist. Terrorist does not necessarily have to be someone that is a Muslim. So do not think, oh, it's only Islam. A person that terrorizes every other person is a terrorist. Now, he said, I see herdsmen operating in these two states this month of September. So it's time for you to rise up. If you are in Lagos State, if you are in Ogun State, either the prophecy is real or not, it is good that you are security conscious, as we've been talking about this for a very long time here and there. We've been talking about states where, these terrorists, they've been perpetrating their criminal activities here and there. We've seen all of this. So it's not something that is new. It's not something that we're expecting to come from some other planet. These people exist in Niger area, and majority of those problems are coming from the north. In fact, if they claim that these people are not from Nigeria, but they are from other countries, they do not come from the south. They do not infiltrate from any of these regions. They always come from the north, where they have their kinsmen, people who share their ideology, people who share their kind of thinking. That is why they're coming from there. And we have a president who is from that region, who is also a lover of cow rather than a lover of humans. He has seen animals much more important than human beings, and they've given these so much privileges to these cattle herdsmen, terrorists who go from one point to the other with weapons of mass destruction. I will call that, because AK is not, these are weapons that are used during war. And when you bring such around yourself, you know what that means. They go around with these weapons, and Buhari himself, the president, claimed that there is nothing like that, that they only go around with sticks. But unfortunately, he's only fooling himself and not fooling us, as it is clear. And we've seen several attacks. We've seen and heard several attacks of these herdsmen in the forest. And also, we've also heard from Meitiala talking about creating a security outfit that will be all over Nigeria, not just in the north of Nigeria, where their businesses are supposed to be done, where they claim they have large, huge land mass. They are not there. They are moving from one point to the other all over Nigeria as if they own everywhere. And there is a new law, a water bill law that they are trying to push, and this water bill law is just for the Fulani herdsmen and not for any other person. That tells you the situation that we are in. If you are not careful in this your generation, as you're listening to me, you will scream and say the previous generation did not do this, why this and that. You are in this generation right now, and you heard that this administration of Buhari, aside trying to rugarize everywhere, and since they couldn't do that, they are doing it illegally by allowing herdsmen all over, private businesses all over, eating grasses, people farmland, and moving on. And now they are coming up with the water bill law, waterway bill. So every animal from the north, both in human flesh or inhuman flesh, all of them moving right, left, and center, going right to your house, to the stream in your village, and doing whatever they like because they've been given that. But you are not allowed to go to the north and begin a business, and you say, look, I want to have pigs. I want to have pigs here because there is huge landmass. I want to have pigs done here. They will stone you to death. They will kill you. And then you'll see that they will not pass any bill that will allow you to do such business there. But they won't allow this stupid and crazy law. So then will you now be surprised or not believe that Lagos State, Ogun State should be aware of the security challenges that might come upon them this month? Everything goes for these people because they have no regard for human life. So do not be, kind of skeptical about this and say, oh, this is just a ruse. This is just something to panic people. These things are happening, and you sleep and you wake up thinking, no, it's not happening here, it's happening there. They are perfecting their own agenda. You are the one sitting and sleeping. So she touched on entertainment industry. Also, she said they should pray against gatherings for burials. These are the revelations for the month, she said, which God revealed to her. And reactions, of course, I do come up with one or two reactions so as to enable you to also drop yours here and then. I also see what other people are saying. Well, someone say, we allowed herdsmen to control this country. We will regret it. These idiots who said they should be allowed to move around will definitely regret it. Benue State is the only person who noticed since, but it does not have support. And that's another thing. Benue State is hit hard by this herdsmen attack, being that they are in the middle, like a buffer between the north and the south. And this Benue State is screaming and shouting all this while. And there is no one from the southeast or south of Nigeria who is ready to look into this and say, look, let us be proactive. What's going on here? It's so sad that majority of these African rulers and majority of Africans are not proactive. They don't think and reason things around. They just sit down and say, God will do this, God will do that. They have left it to God. Even to go to toilet, they believe that God will take them there. And God has given you what you should do and how to apply wisdom. So that's that. I don't know what your thoughts are, as regards this, herdsmen and all of this. Well, it's said that Gani Adams already said it, that about 500 power bike with Boko Haram are already set between the two states. So I don't know what you think. Do you think that it's time for us to really wake up and begin to lend our voices here and there? Whatever you can do, no matter how small it is, whatever you can do to make sure that they do not get away with this. After all, what is it about them? They have backing from the government, and you are supposed to be the government. You are supposed to be the government. We are supposed to have much power than these people. If we don't voice out, they will always believe that it is business as usual. Lagos State, Ogun State, be ready. And not just that alone. There are other states that they will be passing through to come. That doesn't mean that they cannot drop their terrorism there too. Be careful and let us watch out.